Today with Wonka Bass. Their Krewe of Infrasound is the event that we're specifically speaking about. It's an after party on February 22nd for after the big parade. It's either Gemini or Centaur that's happening that day. I cannot recall. But after that parade, they're holding this after party at Coyote's Bar and Grill on Market Street. It's gonna be sound starts at 8 p.m. and there's a $10 entry fee. But it's going to be a unique sound experience. They've built custom sound systems in the bar, and it will be a very bassy vibrational experience. They ask that even if you aren't sure about what that means, or you're if you're just interested in doing something after the party, come experience what they're aiming to improve on in Shreveport's sound. All right, guys. So let's get you over to um, let's get you over to that event to listen to that interview. It's a really good one. I got to talk to all three. Two of them were DJs, and one of them is the kind of brains behind the sound builds. So he's kind of the sound creative, the sound engineer of sorts for this group. And it was a really interesting conversation about the music and the sound, not just the electronic music that DJs are doing, but the sound quality in which they want to improve upon for our city, and they want to make it comparable to other big cities across the nation. So let me bring you over to that. Hello, I'm Brittany Hazelton, and this is ArkLaTex Artistry, where we explore the arts in our area. Today's guest is a group of EDM artists who are coming together to bring back the electronic music scene in Shreveport. Um, Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Doug Pierce. Oh no, it's Doug. I DJ'd and produced.
Yeah, what's up? My name is Cade Alex. That's the name I DJ as. You can just call me Cade. Um, and I also do a little bit of graphic design as well, but
Nice.
a lot of DJing.
And I'm Walter. I'm more on the sound side of things. I'm kind of the brains behind the Wonka Bass sound culture comeback. So we're going to try to see if we can make Shreveport sound as good as some of these other cities around the U.S.
It
Yeah,
sounds.
definitely. And together we make the Wonka Bass, and we have been organizing parties, collaborating on parties. Officially as Wonka Bass for like roughly about the past 2 years
Nice.
in Shreveport and surrounding Texarkana,
So,
surrounding ArkLaTex.
so yeah, you had mentioned to me before that you guys started because y'all were disappointed about the area. Yeah, and I know we used to have a long while back. We used to have a stronger electronic music scene, and did dwindle over time. So I'm glad, happy that you guys have come together and collaborating to do something about that. That's cool. It's always great to see artists coming together to do something like that. So before we get started on talking about Wonka Bass, I wanted to ask you about your parade after party that you're hosting coming up, Crew of Infosound, and if I'm saying that right. So
You
when is
are.
it? What can attendees of this event expect?
Mm,
It's going to
Um,
be March 22nd, first of all. I mean, February 22nd.
222,
Yeah,
222
222.
at Coyotes on Market Street. Sound is going to start at 8.
Okay.
And this is going to be the first full on Wonka Bass event in Shreveport in a long time. And so then what our attendees can expect is sounds you can feel, quite
Nice.
We're
literally.
going to be debuting our
Oh
system
yeah.
that me and Doug built that we've been calling WD30, and it's going to be 621 inch speakers shoved in this bar. So
Yeah.
we're going to
Ooh.
definitely be providing a bunch of bass.
And without getting too nerdy, once you get down to certain frequencies, certain bass frequencies, you can literally feel them in your body. And
Oh yeah.
so,
No, that's
and
true.
you have to have special speakers to even get down that low. And not a lot of people in Shreveport have that kind of speakers, right? And so then that's something that we're really excited to bring to Shreveport. And as far as genres, it's going to be multiple genres throughout the night, a lot of different amazing DJs, and everyone's welcome. All guests are welcome. People who know us, people who don't know us, people who know they like this kind of music, or people who might have seen it on TikTok or Instagram, or maybe they're interested in it. Those people are welcome. If you are looking for somewhere to go to blow off some steam, you and your friends, this will be perfect. If you don't like to dance, if you just want to sit in the corner and just soak up the vibes a little bit and just be around, a happening, this is for you too. So everybody's welcome. This is a safe space for all.
You know,
Yeah, it's going to be
in, interesting thing about that, you were talking about the speakers and the bass, the vibration you could feel. When I was growing up, um, my uncle, he loved having heavy bass and everything. So he made custom speakers in his house, and like it was so loud it would shake his entire house. You could feel it on everything. His car was just like driving bass. When you heard it driving down the road, you knew it was him. So I
yeah.
understand that. I was
These are custom
familiar with it.
built speakers, so yeah, it's going to be an experience for Shreveport. If they want to come out and experience something that you don't see every day, it was
This is
definitely
it.
something to come to.
That's
Yeah, and a
awesome.
lot of great music too.
That's great.
Yeah, just to hit on a few of the DJs that we're going to have. We're going to have Edgar Blue. He comes out of Dallas. Uh, we have
I'm gonna be playing.
yeah,
People,
Kate Alex is one of the DJs. Oh no, it's Doug. And then you got
a guy named
Oh,
Randall, he's gonna be there as well. A lot of people might know him from Key Mexico Deep House Brunch. That's a really
okay.
popular one. And then people might have seen me around here from the Strange Music for Nice People series. And then
Yeah,
Doug has
yeah.
been a part of the was it subsession series up in Texarkana. So then if anybody is familiar with any of those, then they might have a little
idea.
inkling of
Yeah.
what to expect. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing the strange music one that you mentioned and being interesting in it, but never having time to go. But maybe I'll make time to go see this. I'm hoping to. So one thing I wanted to
You're
ask you
definitely not
guys
in.
is, uh, how did your group get started?
Well,
I was DJing one night, and Walter randomly came up to me and said, "Wow, I like this music," and just walked away. And next weekend did the same thing. And after about the third weekend, I was like, we play music at the house, and so he just showed up and never left.
Oh.
Yeah.
and then we lost the kind of place that we used to kind of join at. So, and they had a pretty good sound system, but we lost that place. So then we had the lack of. So we felt like we needed to try to fill the void. So that's what
Yeah.
we're going to try to do.
And we just had speakers filling up every single room, and eventually it just got to the it just got to the point like, hey, we might as well start throwing our own parties.
There you go. Why not? Right. That's the
Well, that's the way it kind of happened. We felt like there was kind of a lack of events or, happening things. So we felt like we needed to provide. So that's what we're going to try to do.
I mean, sometimes, when you can't find the location, you can't figure out where a good event, why not kickstart your own thing, be kind of
There you go.
the pioneer of the culture in the area. So
That's
that's
what we're hoping
awesome.
for.
So like for each of you, how did you find your passion for DJing? Where did that start for you?
I think being in the White Room watching Ricky Loke spin, and he was my neighbor, so it just ended up hanging out and learning to spin, and that was it. I was I was wrapped up after that. I was done. So
Yeah.
about that was 10 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, and so Doug, he's been DJing quite some time longer than me. It just for me it just felt like a natural progression. I've always been into music, just really, really obsessed with it, and it kind of got to a point to where I was just sending my friends Spotify links that no one was asking for, and it just got annoying, and I just had to do something with my music knowledge and just for this love of music, and I'm so happy I started doing it, and I just love music even more now, and it's helped me get closer to the music that I like.
Hmm.
And I just kind of closet DJ. I don't DJ out in public yet. They're trying to push me out into the public, but I'm not quite.
Ah.
I feel like I'm not quite ready for that. But I'm more into like music sounding good, people having a good time, and I'm a big sound quality guy, and I like good transitions. So
Ah.
I try to seek out good DJs and stuff to try to have. We're gonna try to have some good events.
I mean,
And
that's a
then
good
you
role
don't,
to have too, is the sound engineering for
Oh yeah,
everything.
I'm
Yeah.
big on the sound of the sound. Yeah, I'm big
That's
on the sound
awesome.
part.
But well, what I would say to the closet DJing thing is just take your time. Get there when you get there.
Yeah,
Keep
I have
doing it in the
a little too
background.
much anxiety to get out there and try to uh, do it out there. I
and
don't know.
then Brittany,
Yeah,
you don't have to perform to DJ, right? You can DJ
yeah.
at your house. DJing is for
Well,
everybody. If you like to curate your own music library,
hmm.
then DJing is for you.
Oh,
I've
then
I've
I
I
may
have
have
so
been a
much
little bit of
fun.
a DJ myself then.
Yeah, I have so much fun DJing by myself at home. It's
Yeah.
it's it's worth it to not even perform.
Hey, if it gives you happiness, I mean, that's what art is in general, right? We
Exactly.
even as painters, like me, I'm a painter mostly, but like just drawing for myself or just painting for myself sometimes is just like it helps relieve something here, in your mind and in your soul, right? And I
It
think,
definitely can be cathartic. Yeah, it definitely can be cathartic. And especially there's been times when I go a while without being behind the decks. The first time, I get back behind there, it just feels like a release of just like everything that's just been pent up over all this time,
oh yeah,
and just, yeah, it's an amazing feeling.
I know,
Yeah,
I
for
I
me,
know that
turn
feeling.
up the sound system, turn it up really loud. I get a lot of it's really relieving to hear some subs breathe a little bit. So
I used to go to a place called Soundstage when I was younger here, and the music was always really loud. And I grew up on a lot of metal, so I like my music
Mhm.
Same.
really up there. You know what I mean? So I
yeah,
get it. I get that
yeah.
completely. I may be a little deaf now, but it's
Yeah.
but
The quality
it's
wasn't
cool.
the best at Soundstage.
Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was very raw, and
Very.
that was the thing about it. But the loudness was always the thing. Yeah, you kind of lost yourself in it. All right. So, other things I wanted to ask you, um, what is it like for the ones that do perform? What's it like for you? Describe what it's like for you being in front of people and performing for them.
Oof. Uh,
It's
I
it's
get lost.
yeah, it's insane.
I get
It's
lost.
it's like it's like an adrenaline rush. It feels like you're hitting a home run at the same time as you're doing something else, and everybody's cheering for you, and you have this loud music just going in your ear, and if you've ever heard of flow state, right, where this other part of your brain just kind of takes over, and it feels like
Oh
you just
yeah.
let go of the wheel, and it feels like you kind of become one with whatever you're doing.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like.
Well, I'm not sure if y'all heard me. Short commercial break, guys. We'll be right back.
and it almost feels like I can't describe it.
Like it's like I understand what you're talking about because when I'm painting, I'm like completely
Hmm.
lost, and you get in the state where it's just like it's autopilot, but you're like one with what you're doing. Like your mind's completely
Don't even have to
like
think about it.
focused.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
completely focused on the moment.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a huge rush. It definitely is a rush.
I get that. I get that. So, what advice would you give to a new DJ who's just getting started and wants to learn everything and get involved in communities and stuff?
Come to the show early. Offer to help set up. That's what I did.
Oh,
Practice,
Yeah, practice.
practice, practice.
That one comes first.
Yeah,
yeah.
practice.
Practice in
You
your
know,
own home and practice with
right?
friends,
Yeah,
maybe.
Practice.
Closet DJ for a little while, I
Yeah,
would say.
practice. Like actually, get good at what you want to do. Learn what you want to do and how you want to do it.
if you're good enough, it's just undeniable sometimes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
like maybe like host a friend party and house party DJ for them and stuff like that. I would imagine
Right.
it's
Yeah.
great practice too.
But I
If you
mean,
can rock that crowd, you can rock any crowd.
if people want to get involved with kind of what we're doing, like DJs and stuff like that, yeah, y'all can show up early, help set up, and
Talk.
yeah, and meet us. We're just regular people. People have reached out to us on Facebook and said like, hey, we're really interested in what you're doing. Can you let me know if you ever need an extra DJ or something like that? And it's literally as easy as that. Just striking up a conversation. Come to where we are. We're not. There's no velvet rope around us. You can come talk to us. Don't talk to us when we're behind stage or whatever.
No.
But yeah, just come out, be a likable person.
Oh, okay. That's great advice. Thank you guys. And it's good to know that, I hope that someone sees this and says, hey, I'm going to meet these guys and maybe get inspired. You guys can work to inspire them to also, take off. Because we need to also, as artists, influence more artists. And I know competition's a thing, but like, I don't think we should gatekeep. No one should gatekeep the entire culture of an area, right? And
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. And in Wonka Bass, we love collaborating with other music collectives, other art collectives, and so yeah, that is something that we do try to incorporate into the Wonka Bass experience.
okay, so what else do you hope to see change in Shreveport-Bossier or the ArkLaTex in general for DJs like yourself?
Our downtown sound ordinance. Because that killed the alley parties, the rooftop parties, that killed anything outside that anybody was doing. We've been a huge music town forever, and we're hosting big concerts down in that parking lot over there by Chicago for a long time ago. So
Oh,
what made it different now?
that is a
I know
shame.
everybody's crying about the sound, but like our sound ordinance is a big deal down there because we can't have outside shows anymore.
And you would think with 50 Cent and all the stuff he plans on doing, like the music and stuff, that you would think that maybe that's something we need to reconsider for our city as well.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The permits are just outrageous to get too. So it's a lot of hoops and a lot of money just
Yeah.
to just gamble with.
That's true. Well, that's a good point. Um, so is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Um, as far as like our upcoming events and things like that, um, we have the Krewe of Infrasound, which we talked about. We have a few things that we're not ready to announce quite yet. We're still kind of
Okay.
putting the final details on. But as far as like solo DJ stuff, I have the Maryland's Krewe of Highland party coming up. People can
Fun.
find me out there. That'd be fun.
With DJ Delusion will be out there with
Yeah,
that show.
DJ
Oh,
Delusion, he'll be out there. But yeah, we're cooking up a few things, but not quite ready to announce them just yet.
All right. So, how can people follow Wonka Bass and y'all social media so they can see these events when you announce them?
We're mainly on Facebook right now. I guess we probably should start some other social medias, but right now it's mainly Facebook. You can just find us on there as Wonka Bass, and
Okay.
if you follow us there, you'll see what we're doing. We pretty much post if we're building speaker boxes, we post pictures of that. If we're making a show, we post that too. So yeah, we're just trying to make things happen now.
Yeah,
Give people something to do around here that's fun.
There
yeah,
you
definitely.
go.
Facebook is definitely the best place, and check us out, Wonka Bass on Facebook. You can see all the videos of some of our past parties, and like you said, you can check out the progress photos from the speaker builds. If you're into that kind of thing, definitely follow so you can keep up with the future speaker builds, and that way you can also keep up with any of the future parties that we help organize.
Okay, and I'd also suggest to our viewers, if you want to be involved in these things, go to the events, share the events, try to get other people involved too, because, that's a big part of growing a culture is sharing and, interacting with those cultural entities, right? So,
Yeah, exactly. And that is what we're trying to do, make this a space for that, right? And
mhm.
if people aren't even really knowledgeable about this kind of music, but they want to come just to be around other like-minded people who are maybe vibrating on the same frequency as them, then this is an event for you, for sure.
Oh. Well, thank you guys so much for talking to me. I'm glad to get to know you guys a little bit more, and hopefully, I can talk to you guys again when you have other big events coming up, and we can have more conversations about those events.
So
Yeah,
yeah, sounds good.
definitely.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for having
Yeah,
us.
thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Brittany.
It's no problem. All right, guys. So that was Wonka Bass, a collaborative art group of DJs who's attempting to increase the sound quality of our area. I understand their issue with the sound ordinance in downtown, but I can also understand that some people do live down there. But maybe the resolution would be to have a certain specific ordinance for the Red River District, since some of the concerts they held were in the Red River District. I feel like a lot less people live in that specific area, and I feel like maybe we should have a lifted ordinance like in that area specifically, at least. I think that's a good middle negotiation. We can, hope that maybe one day can be reconsidered, especially with 50 Cent coming in. And I know he plans on doing a lot in the Red River District already. So why not have that as our area for celebrations and parties and use that because we want to have a vibrant downtown area and we want artists to thrive. And I think that's a good way to do it. Besides, they also have that stage underneath the Red River Bridge. Uh, why not utilize that stage and have good loud fun music concerts there. All right, guys. Remember, you can catch my stuff on ArkLaTex Art. Like if you look up ArkLaTex Artistry KSLA, you can find my videos. You go to KSLA site under Community and ArkLaTex Artistry is all my articles with my videos in them. And then under podcast section and on KSLA is just my videos. You can find more of my stuff on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV apps, as well as on YouTube. Look up ArkLaTex Artistry on the playlists on our KSLA profile. So you can find all that there. And remember, guys, also help our local artists by just liking, sharing their stuff, conversating and interacting with them, letting them know you like their things. And if you like a visual artist, maybe buy that as a gift instead of, something else. Maybe you would want to have that on your wall for your loved one, and maybe they would enjoy having an art piece from an artist that they love as well. supporting local arts is important. Let's keep trying to do that and support other artists, support each other, and network. It's very important for us to network and get connected with each other, and so that we know where the events are happening and we can help support each other as well. All right, guys, you take care. I'll see you Wednesday at 11 for the recap if you want to watch this interview again. Additionally, every Saturday at 12, you can catch ArkLaTex Artistry every Saturday at 12. All right. Bye, guys.